So this is our park up for the night. This is our Casablanca stay over. It's supposed to be 2 nights, but we are going to move on tomorrow and just find somewhere quieter. It's been a bit manic today. Walking around Casablanca, driving around Casablanca. We've pretty much seen all the sites that we want to see. This place is about 5 miles south on the coast from Casablanca. Sun Park for night and I Overlander. 50 dirhams overnight, that's us over there. Those two have just arrived, literally just arrived. As far as facilities go, there is a Moroccan style toilet in there. You can empty your black waste down there, obviously. There's a tap for flushing your cassette out. There's also a sink with, I'd say, non-potable water. So stuff that we use in our shower basically and to get washed with. There's the guy. He runs the place. Big car park. Massive. Hello. Yeah, it's all right actually. I mean, to get into Casablanca, on the way in we got charged 220 dirham, and on the way back we got charged 100 dirham. So there you go. There's a nice little shop here. It's not much to look at, but it sells like sweets and crisps and all that kind of bits and pieces. Did some maintenance on the motorhome earlier. The toilet flush was leaking, so you press the button and there's not much power coming out of the flush. Now it's been like it for a while, and I honestly didn't, I just thought it was the way it was. But when I was emptying the cassette earlier, you can actually see the dribbles coming down, as in the dribbles of water from the flush feed. And actually, you know, Wendy spotted that, so got me spanners out, took the Jubilee clip off the end, and then just, well, cleaned it up and put the Jubilee clip back on again, and up just further down the pipe, and it's solved it. I don't know how long it's been leaking though, but it's got a much more powerful flush now. So it's the small wins, and we've got the DC, the battery to battery, that's working fully now. That was that needed a lot of finessing with the, you know, remember I told you about the standard, the regular alternator. Well, even that, if you put on regular alternator, it still needed setting up to come on at a certain amps and go off at certain amps. So if you set it too high, which it was, it doesn't trigger, it doesn't come on. You've got to be really revving the ass out of it for the alternate, for the charge cycle to come on. So I lowered the input, I think I put 12.5 volts or something like that. But when the engine's running, and actually it still turns off when it senses engine closed down anyway, so it's not doing any harm. But that works now. Maybe I should have bought a more powerful one. That's 18 amp, and I think you can get a 30 amp and a 50 amp, but I don't want to get something that churns out 50 amps because that will cause a lot of heat in the battery compartment. It's got a heat sink at the back of it, and I put my hand on 18 amps because it's only 18 amps. It's a small B2B, and it's just warm, it's just not hot. And some of the YouTube videos say some of the 50 amp ones or 30 amp ones get really hot. I don't want that. Yeah. So the next issue I've got is gas. I've got a gas bottle, fixed one, that I knew before I came to Morocco that I couldn't fill up, but that's for Europe and the UK. And I purposefully planned it so there's a removable, replaceable bottle in there. But the end of the bottle doesn't fit onto the Moroccan bottles. So we are running down a small 6 kilo bottle that I've got in there to nothing, so it's empty, because at the minute it's about a quarter full. So we're not using the gas flow system. And once that bottle's empty, I'm then going to take the pipe off, take it to a gas place, get them to cut off the end that fixes onto the UK bottle, and then put a Moroccan end on it and make sure it's all sealed and gas tight and all that kind of good stuff. I think that's the only way I'm going to do it, unless I buy a new pipe from somewhere. But when we went to get the gas bottle, I went to just inquire today because there's still got some gas left. I just didn't want to be left without gas, and I knew it was going to happen. When we went to the place today, he actually handed me an adapter that fixed, not an adapter, a connector that fixes onto Moroccan bottles, but it had like a spigot end to go into the end of the pipe that I have got now with the wrong end on it. So it's possible. I just need to run this small 6 kilo bottle down, get rid of the 6 kilo bottle, and then put the Moroccan bottle on there. But we'll see. One thing I'm learning so far with this motorhoming is there is always something that either needs to be done, or will need to be done, or is about to break, or is broken, or has just been fixed. It's quite challenging, actually, for all those people that say motorhoming it's a way of life. Well, it is, but you've really got to be prepared for things to go wrong, because they do. Just today we had a squeaking from the front right wheel station. I'm hoping it's just a stone caught in the brakes. And then we've got the batteries. One of the batteries, the two lithium batteries, one's at 100% and one's at 82%. And down as not charging, standby it's called. But I'll monitor that. I'll see what happens to that tomorrow. If it doesn't charge tomorrow, then I'll look into that. But I'll give it until the end of day tomorrow to charge, get itself sorted out, or I'll look into it. Bonjour. So there's always something that keeps you on your toes. You're either short of gas, or you're short of diesel, or you're running out of water, or your black waste is full, or your grey waste is full, or you need food, or you need cash. But it's just getting used to it. But there's a balance between, you know, you go on holiday and you go to hotels, and yes, you're stuck in one place, and you've got to get a hire car to go from there to other places, and you have got the freedom of motorhoming. Like, we were supposed to stay here, well, we were planned to stay here for 2 days, and we don't want to. We want to move on to somewhere quiet so we can relax, put the chairs out, some of the showers and a laundry system, so we can get some admin done. But there is a balance to be made. And what I don't want to do is do these videos and then say everything's golden, everything's fantastic. When you've got an 18-year-old motorhome, it takes some maintaining. It does. And if I had a new motorhome, then I'd be absolutely gutted, because when I was going on the bumpy roads the other day, it scratched down this side. You can see there the scratch, and actually you can see it. You might not be able to see it, but it goes across the window and it goes down this side. Now that's not good, and I hope it polishes out, but imagine doing that to like an 80 or 90 grand motorhome. I mean, I couldn't afford an 80 or 90 grand motorhome and do a house up at the same time. That's just not possible. But you have got to accept it's 18 years old, and you have got to think to yourself, you know, this old girl's going to take some maintaining. Right, enough of me waffling. We're going to get some dinner, and then we're going to go for a walk on the Corniche before we retire for the night. Oh, another thing we needed to get today was Wi-Fi. Our internet ran out, so we bought another 30 gigabytes, and we're going to have to ration ourselves on Fire TV and how much downloading I do or uploading I do to the internet. But it's one of those things that you just gotta suck it and see, and just see how things pan out. Right, catch you later. So welcome to Casablanca. And now we know how people drive in Casablanca, we thought we'd go and visit some of the sites. And that over there, that is Rick's Bar from the film Casablanca, starring who was it? Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. Absolutely fantastic. I've seen the film countless times, and yeah, what an iconic film that was. So we're going to go in now, and we're going to have something to drink in there, and then we're going to walk around the sites. So let's have a walk over, shall we? So we're staying outside of town. It cost us about 20 quid to get into town, but we're basically staying on the other side of Casablanca. It says there, Rick's Caf is a transformed traditional raid built in 1930, birthplace of a famous printer. It was inspired by the decor of a cafe restaurant of a famous American movie Casablanca, using elements such as the arcades, balconies and interior decorations. Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman, there you go. Let's see if we can go in. Let's see if it'll allow us to film inside actually. Okay, so we've now walked from Rick's Bar to Hassan II Mosque, but I'm just going to bring you around here first. So this is a lovely promo walkway that they have, and you come round, and also that comes into view. It's absolutely vast, massive. You need to read up on it. It looks absolutely huge. So welcome back to downtown Casablanca. We've just been to the Hyatt Regent because we fancied just getting out of the melee of activity that is Casablanca, and it's literally it's just all go. It's typical. It's just like London on a Friday night, Saturday night, but it just feels that little bit busier. So we chilled out in the lounge, or the bar, the Hyatt Regent. Got a coffee and a beer, cost 15 quid, and then we're going to go into the Medina. We're going to wander in there now. The Medina. See what all that's in Casablanca. Just got to keep an eye on the screen for the GoPro, because it's just had a bit of a wibble. We're going to
turn left.
So this is driving through Casablanca. I've put this on quite late. It's been quite a melee actually. Really, really busy. You can give it to Wendy to take over. Make sure you aim it where I'm right.
Turn left.
So because I'm queuing to turn left here, I'm gonna get beeped at. Okay. But that's quite normal. So now everyone's stuck behind me. Our lights are at green, their lights are at green.
There's a big truck coming over as well.
And everyone's stuck in the middle. it's probably the worst lights I've ever seen. I mean, you know, yeah, that's me. I'm getting beeped at, and nothing that I can do about it because they just keep going. I'm not quite sure if they're they're obviously at green, but why they're not at red to let us turn left, I just don't know. This car in front of us now, he's pushing across, even though.
Right, so they're now at red.
Okay.
So it's going to be a rat race now to get across to those two lanes.
Go, 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 go. Come on. Come on, Peanut, let's go. Yay, we're off.
Car on your inside as well.
Thank you.
Outside, inside, fucking cars everywhere.
Alrighty then.
We made it.